I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's do it.
So here we go. Should be a good one. Got him there. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Missing with the hook. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Usually you don't have to worry about getting a sunburn when you're fighting, Johnny, but that's certainly the case today with the sun blazing.
Todd, this is something you can never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times...
When you hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. And boom! Back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Just missed with that hook. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. How about that time counter shot? And there's the bell to start round two. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
The perfect counter lands. Nobody home with that hook. Your counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
It's all offense all the time. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That uppercut just missed. Good counter punch. A perfect counter shot. No rest for the weary. that time counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. One of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced is in trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And it's code red time for Josh Taylor. And the Tartan Tornado is down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we see unless we see it in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you continue.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Back at it in round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
That hook was off target. No rest for the weary. It's code red time now for Josh Taylor. No, we don't see a knockdown. I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. One of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced is in trouble. A little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They exchange punches. Nice counter shot. Hold that thought. And it's code red. Down goes Taylor. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. This is with the jab. Defense is not an option for these two. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And down goes Fury. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're okay.
are back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the...
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Can't land that jab. The straight right just misses. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
You've got to fight dirty, Todd. You've got to get in close. You've got to fight on the blind side of the referee. You've got to find a way in.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. There's the bell for round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Just misses with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage. We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage. And they figure out the combination to do this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And that right jab just misses. And that straight got him. The jab not finding its target. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. There's the bell for round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. That right hand scored perfectly. That jab scores. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Back into the fray here in round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Missing with the left uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Straight right just misses. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He misses with that jab. That jab misses. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. There's the bell to start round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And you can see here his face basically melting to his glove, and down he goes.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up Suck it up and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Swing and a miss with that hook. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. There's the bell to start round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Throws the jab but does not score. Missing with that jab. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And we enter the 8th round. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Neither fighter willing to slow down. How much confidence do you... Oh, no! Ali is down! And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? I thought that. Did you see that? The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Failing to score with that right hook. Two boxing experts going at it again. High technical skill, no doubt about it, but plenty of power too. In their first fight, both men dropped each other.
Lomachenko, they fought this guy to be world champion in his second professional fight. They put him for a world title. In his second professional fight, he lost, but he only lost because of lack of professional experience. From then, he's gone from strength to strength. Linares, this guy is so slick. This guy's had it all. This is why the first fight between these two was technical brilliance. Lomachenko was too smart, too sharp, had everything going for him, and he showed his skill. And that's why this fight, in the 10th round, he had the job done. I think these two fighters will again put on an amazing performance. I think it's one of those fights, again, that you cannot put your house on. I think it's one of those fights where you will see and learn so much about the true art of boxing.
Couldn't land that jab. These uppercuts are scoring. That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And there's the bell to start round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Swing and a miss with the hook. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And there's the bell to start round three. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him, Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That hook just can't find the target. Beautiful counter punch. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. He misses with that jab. Catch and shoot. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Defense is not an option for these two. The Venezuelan is rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Back at it in round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecard. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change everything in this battle. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
There's the bell to start round 5. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. That counter punch caught him clean. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Jab misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Oh, and this is really going to rub him the wrong way. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. There's the bell for round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. He missed with that jab. Well, I guess he's decided he's going to taunt his opponent now. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Lomachenko is buzzed. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable. Drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Some bruising, heavy shot. Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. And they're going to let him continue. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And there's the bell for round 8. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter. Swing and a miss with that jab. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
This is about ego. Get your ego in
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Lomachenko in trouble. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He misses with that straight left. Jorge Linares is in some serious... And Jorge Linares is down. How can you miss it? Good thing we can watch that all over again.
That's lights out right there.